Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to TNA IT Academy. This is CCNA Routing and Switching version 6 training series. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Saqib Nawaz. I am the instructor for this training. I am Cisco certified academy instructor and have instructor trainer qualification for CCNA, CCNA security and CCNP routing and switching. I am delivering the instructor trainings for the Cisco Academy instructors. This is a recording series that will cover all the details of CCNA routing and switching. CCNA routing and switching certification track is divided into 4 modules. The first one is Introduction to Networks, then Routing and Switching Essentials, then Scaling Networks, Connecting Networks. In this training series, we will discuss what are the contents that we will cover in all these modules. In the first module, Introduction to Networks, first of all we will discuss the network basics, types of networks, all the components of the networks. Then we will discuss OSI model and TCP/IP model, how these are used in the communications, why we say it is a reference model. We will discuss whether it is a reference model or an implemented model. We will discuss for whom this is a reference model and for whom it is an implemented model. We will discuss all the layers in quite detail. First of all, we will discuss application layer. What are the application layer? So why we are using application layer? What are the application layer softwares? Application software like client and server based applications, peer-to-peer applications. We will discuss application layer protocols and services, the operating system components that will help application softwares to hand over the data to application layer protocols. After this, we will cover transport layer in detail. We will discuss the role of transport layer in communication. What are the connection oriented communication and what are the connection less communication. We will discuss TCP, transmission control protocol, as an example of connection oriented communication, and UDP as connection less communication. We will discuss network layer, role of network layer. Network layer responsibility is host to host communication, and for host to host communication we will discuss the role of end systems and intermediate devices like routers. We will discuss the role of IP as network layer protocol. We will discuss it as example of a network layer protocol. We will discuss logical addressing, routing and a lot more details. After this, we will discuss network access layer, which is the combination of data link layer of OSI model and physical layer of OSI model. We will discuss the network topologies at data link layer, the different encapsulations that we use at data link layer. We will discuss the role of different protocols. We will discuss framing. We will discuss physical addresses that will work on data link layer. After this, we will discuss some router hardware. In router hardware, we will discuss its two types of router ports, data lines and interfaces. We will discuss different memories that are the major component of router, the role of all memories, and we will discuss the router boot up process. Then we will discuss Cisco operating system, that is Cisco iOS Internet operating system. We will understand the Cisco iOS architecture, different modes of Cisco iOS, and the different error messages that we face and what are the reasons why we are facing these error messages. After this, we will discuss how to restrict the access, the administrative access of the router. We will discuss the how we can backup the operating system and configuration file by using iOS. After this, we will come to the second module, that is routing and switching essentials. In routing and switching essentials, we will discuss routing concepts, why we use routing, what is routing, how we can route traffic by using different ways. We will discuss different types of routing like static routing and dynamic routing. We will discuss in detail the static routing and we will implement it in a lab scenario. In dynamic routing, we will cover a routing protocol, that is RIP, Routing Information Protocol. For IP version 4, we use its 2 versions, RIP version 1, version 2, and for IP version 6, we will use RIP-NG, next generation RIP. We will discuss the routing table, types of routes in the routing table, what is routing table, lookup, process. We will discuss the routing behaviors, classful routing behavior, classless routing behavior. We will discuss a lot more details about symmetric routing and asymmetric routing. We will discuss optimal routing, suboptimal routing, and what are the differences, what are the reasons why we will face these problems. Similarly, we will discuss introduction to switch networks, what is LAN switching, how we will make a small network by using Cisco switches, how we can divide our switch network logically using virtual LANs, VLANs. What are the reasons for which we divide our large networks into smaller portions or smaller deployments like VLANs? How we will define the ways how we can route traffic between different VLANs by defining inter-VLAN routing. We will discuss the inter-VLAN routing and methods. We will define how we can filter the traffic going or coming to different router interfaces by using ACLs, access control list, types of ACLs, and the basis on which these ACLs can filter the traffic on routers. We will discuss and define network address translation, different types of NAT and their implementations. We will see how we can assign IP addresses and other related information by using DHCP in IPv4 and IPv6 as well. We will discuss some of the device discovery methods like CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol, and LLDP. We will discuss different management methods and iOS maintenance methods. After this, in the third module, that is scaling networks. In scaling networks, we will discuss the LAN design, how we can scale our small network into a larger network using VLANs. We will discuss spanning tree protocol used to avoid layer 2 loops, and we will discuss its different variants like PVSG, permanent spanning tree, and PVSG plus, that is Cisco proprietary variants of spanning tree protocol. We will discuss and implement RSTP, rapid spanning tree protocol. If we need to aggregate Ethernet links, we form Ether channels. We will discuss what are the Ether channels, how we can make Ether channels, and we will discuss the load balancing mechanisms of Ether channels. For gateway redundancy, we use first hop redundancy protocol. The Cisco proprietary first hop redundancy protocol is HSRP, Hot Standby Router Protocol. We will discuss its concepts and implement in lab scenario. For the scaling of routing networks, we use EIGRP and OSPF. In this module, we will discuss EIGRP in detail and implement in a lab scenario. We will discuss single area OSPF, multi-area OSPF, when we use single area OSPF, when we use multi-area OSPF. So we will discuss all the concepts and implement into a lab. The last module will be connecting networks. In connecting networks, we will discuss WAN concepts. What are the wide area networks? Why we use WANs? We will discuss point-to-point connections by using HDLC and PPP protocols. We will discuss the branch connection methods, that are DSL, cable, VPNs, and a lot more. Network security and monitoring. We will discuss quality of service. For example, if we want to send or transmit different types of traffic on the same link, how we can prioritize it and how we can send the traffic by trusting those markings. We will discuss network evolutions like software defined networks, how we can virtualize network and network components, and what is cloud and how we can found clouds by using Cisco devices. We will discuss some network troubleshooting techniques. We will discuss some network monitoring and management protocols like CCNP, NetFlow, and different methods to capture traffic like span, switchport analyzer, in, that are the component of Cisco iOS. So that's all for now. You can follow us, or for any detailed information you can visit www.tna.edu.pk. You can follow us on the Facebook. Our page is facebook.com/technologies.net-alliance. You can access our video series on YouTube on the channel TNA IT Academy. Our LinkedIn page link is also given over here. You can follow us on the Twitter at twitter.com/technet-alliance. For any questions and answers you can comment, and for any suggestions you can comment as well. See you soon with details CCNA course.